Hi, it's Matt with MJ Gabel and my beautiful wife Ann with MJ Gabel, and today we are discussing a purchase that we made on Poshmark and the issue that we had as far as a return and my disappointment on the way that Poshmark handled this. Occasionally from time to time, Ann and I will buy things off of like the Real or Poshmark, and we're able to resell those items on our consignment platform for obviously a higher margin. So on a side note, imagine what if we do that and are able to profit from that, what we can do for your jewelry pieces on our consignment platform. More on that later. I'll turn it over to Ann to discuss basically what the conundrum was and what happened with this piece and what to be careful of when shopping on sites like Poshmark and the Real.
So I purchased this ring on Poshmark. I will just read you the description. It is stated as being, quote, a stunning 1.11 carat, so 1 and 11 carat, diamond solitaire ring set in 14 karat gold. This is an old European cut diamond. Clarity is SI1. The color is G to F. Keep in mind that's backwards. It actually should be F to G.
So an SI1.
Yep.
FG color.
Yep. In parentheses it says, I purchased on Poshmark and the seller had both color ratings. So, which again, that's not uncommon if a diamond is mounted. Keep in mind the grader, can only grade the diamond as far as the mounting permits, and it is challenging to get a 100% accurate color grade while a diamond is mounted.
So perfectly
Just
normal
a side
color
note.
grade.
Yep. The stone is beautiful and has lovely sparkle. Retail is over $5,500. So,
That's probably right on the retail price point.
So I went ahead and made an offer on the ring. The seller accepted it. It arrived. I'll just kind of show it to you if I can without being creepy. We'll also post some pictures of it in the comments section so you can see a little up, closer.
And our evaluation too, as we get into the nitty gritty here.
So first thing obviously we do when something comes in is we bring it to our lab, do an evaluation on it.
Our lab being here. We have a diamond grading lab here at MJ Gabel.
We graded the diamond. It is set in 14 karat yellow gold. Upon doing the millimeter measurements and estimating the weight by formula, I got 0.89 carats.
So what she means by formula is there's two ways to get a diamond carat weight. Out of the setting, obviously you can weight on a carat scale and get an actual weight, and then an estimated weight would be millimeter measurements.
Yep,
and then there's a formula to figure it out.
Yep. The color we graded to be JK, and the clarity was at best an I1.
So going back, it was an SI1. What was it, FG?
Yep. So we'll just pull this out real quick. So you can see, so the diamond, the seller described it as being an SI1 clarity. We put the diamond to be at an I1 at best, so two clarity grades lower. And the color they described to be F to G, we put it at JK, so actually significantly lower here.
3 to 4 color grades less.
Below. So obviously I immediately reached out and just filed a request to return the item because it was not as described. As a side note, if you purchase things on Poshmark, anything over $500 goes through their authenticity process. So what that means is the seller actually ships it to Poshmark, they authenticate it, and then they ship it to the buyer. I obviously assumed, with that being the case in this scenario, that Poshmark had authenticated it to be as described, and that's why they sent it on to me.
Meaning a gemologist or somebody in-house that is knowledgeable and qualified on grading diamond jewelry.
Yeah. So I obviously, submitted the concern that it wasn't as described in my request. The seller was very, very understanding. In fact, I'm just going to read to you what she said. She said, "This is so strange. This ring has gone through Poshmark authentication process 3 times and has been authenticated 3 times. The person I purchased it from purchased it on Posh as well. Hopefully Poshmark will send us both their report. If not, or if it is not what they have authenticated it to be, they should keep the ring. Can you send them a grading report with proper identification and licensing to help with this situation? Thank you. It's concerning they have authenticated this wrong, allegedly. So obviously, I submitted my own diamond evaluation form. Poshmark asked me for my qualifications, which I was happy to submit, images of my certification from GIA. I am also listed on the GIA alumni website on their directory, so I'm easily, looked up. With some back and forth, Poshmark was a little hesitant to take the return. To accept the return as not being as described. I actually pushed back on Poshmark and asked what their authenticity process entails. And, as the seller, mentioned asking for their report, I asked them who grades their diamonds, what they are grading. Are they giving color, clarity, carat weight, or are they simply just confirming that it's a diamond and not, confirming the description that is provided by the seller?
Color,
yes.
Clarity.
Poshmark did not respond to any of those requests. They have yet to answer those questions that I myself and the seller have asked at this point. She continued on to tell me that, again, I'll just read it to you. I responded saying that I would be happy to send along my appraisal for her, and that I agreed with her concerns. She said, "Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. I purchased a different diamond from this seller around Christmas, and it was authenticated."
On Poshmark.
Yep. It was authenticated being over 2 carat. I am not a professional gemologist. However, when I visually looked at it, I could clearly see it was not even a 1.5 carat stone. This is truly concerning.
Get this. Watch.
So, she continues on to say, "Have you heard anything from Poshmark? I'm at a loss for words. I'm not sure what or how they authenticate items. The ring has been through their process 3 times. How in the world did they get the carat weight wrong 3 times? She said, "I've purchased tens of thousands of dollars of jewelry from them and trusted their authentication process. I would love to know what their process is as well and who is doing their authentications. I hope they refund both of us." Again, I think what's most concerning for us here is that we have yet to get an answer from Poshmark on what their authentication process is. I can tell you with the utmost certainty that there is absolutely no way that a gemologist would have looked at this diamond ring and authenticated it to be a 1.10 carat with F to G color and SI1 clarity. It's purely that simple. Anyone who is qualified in grading diamonds would be able to visually see with a loupe immediately that A, this is not an SI1 stone, and 2, the minute they sat down and did the carat weight, they would determine that it was significantly under the stated weight. This is before we even get to the color. So, right off the bat, there are those issues. I went onto Poshmark's website and did, look up their Posh Authenticate, and I'll tell you exactly what it says here. It says, when you purchase a luxury item valued at $500 or more, the order is authenticated directly through Poshmark. It continues on and it says, quote, "Our team of luxury experts carefully inspects the item's authenticity by checking logos, tags, materials, hardware, quality, and more."
Quality would be the
quality of the diamond.
And color of the
yes.
diamond, in my opinion.
So here's what my concern is with Poshmark. I believe that they are authenticating clothing,
shoes,
accessories,
purses.
Yes, because actually, if you look at what's on the Posh Authenticate here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a pair of heels and 2 bags. I think that that's what they're doing. They're authenticating, designer pieces as being authentic, but they are not authenticating diamonds to be what they are described as being.
I think it's very misleading too, especially with the lab-grown market getting so big now. What if that diamond hypothetically was lab-grown and they just are using diamond testers or basic equipment to verify a product and then push it through? Because let's face it, at the end of the day, it's about profit margins and building the platform, but not necessarily the trust and the credibility of the platform. Yeah. And I also went on to the Better Business Bureau for the hell of it to see what Poshmark's rating is, and I'll be honest with you, it's poor. It's like 1.5 stars, and just in the month of July, I think they received 15 negative reviews
or
and complaints
complaints.
specifically about,
Yep.
a lot of it is about the return process, the authentication process. So buyer beware.
I will also, as just a side note, Poshmark does not have any phone support. So you legitimately can only communicate via email, which, as we all know, can be really challenging.
Frustrating as hell.
Yes, and frustrating. In fact, I asked for a couple phone calls. Nobody even responded to that. And if you read the comments on the BBB, that is one of the complaints, is that you cannot get someone to even just have a conversation. Again, bottom line, myself and my seller asked for clarification on the process. We have not received it. If I certainly get clarification from Poshmark, which I will continue to ask for, we will update the
We'll do an
video.
update video,
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely, or put it in the comments. But as of right now, if you are buying diamond or fine jewelry on Poshmark and you are trusting the authentication process that Poshmark is offering, please beware. If I were you, I would take a purchase directly to a local gemologist, a local jeweler, to verify that the information is accurate. Do not rely on Poshmark's process. It is clear with this experience that they are not going into full detail with the pieces that they are authenticating, at least on the jewelry side. Again, I cannot speak to the clothes and the accessories, but on the jewelry side, I think it's very important to be very leery of what you're purchasing if you are relying on their process.
It's no good. Beware.
Yep,
And we're obviously happy to help. We do have live phone support.
we do.
And you can certainly email, leave comments below, and we do our best to answer everybody's comments. But we can certainly, if you happen to be local to us, you can certainly come in. We can evaluate any piece that was purchased online. If you're not local, you can certainly send it to us, which we do.
Sure.
And that's all we've got. So contact information is below, and we'll see you guys, I'm sure, again with another video. And we'll keep you updated as
Absolutely.
we hear back from Poshmark, if we hear back from
If
Poshmark.
and when we hear back from Poshmark, I will absolutely, update this. We're not looking to, mislead you guys either. We just are, coming straight forward with our experience. And if we get an answer from them, I will be happy to update you and post you on it.
That's it. Thanks, guys, for watching.
See you later.